Awakened ones, there is something you need to know, something that can completely change the way you see life, reality, and your own power. What we call the physical world, everything you see and touch, is actually an illusion. Matter, what seems solid, real, and concrete, is only a tiny fraction of something much greater and deeper. Imagine for a moment that everything around you disappeared. The Earth, the Moon, the planets, the stars, and all material forms in the universe. What would remain? Maybe you think, nothing. But that answer couldn't be further from the truth, because that nothing is actually a vast ocean of energy, frequency, and consciousness. Albert Einstein once said, "The field is the sole governing agency of the particle." In other words, it's not matter that controls matter. It's the invisible energy field that governs everything. This field is pure information, vibration, and potential. And believe me, it is from this field that you can begin to create the reality you desire. Now, stop and think. If everything you see is just a tiny fraction of what really exists, what does that mean for you? It means that the physical world, the one you often try to change through effort and struggle, is just a reflection of this invisible field. And if the field controls matter, then changing the field means changing your reality. That's powerful. It means you no longer need to limit yourself to what your eyes can see. You no longer have to be a victim of circumstances or believe that your life is out of your control. There is a force within you that is capable of accessing this field, a force that can transform your life from the inside out. But for that to happen, you must learn to disconnect from the physical world for a moment. You must stop focusing on limitations, difficulties, and appearances, and learn to direct your attention toward the invisible, because where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Imagine that for a moment you could completely forget your physical identity, that you could let go of your name, your profession, your responsibilities, and even the memories you carry. Imagine that, for a few minutes, you could become nobody, in no place, in no time. By doing that, you would become pure consciousness. And it is in that state that you access the invisible field where everything is created. The mind, in that moment, is no longer fragmented. The stress, the worry, and the anxiety, which divide your brain and fragment your power, disappear. And that's when something incredible happens. Your brain enters a state of total coherence. It begins to function like a powerful antenna that connects directly with the universe, sending clear and precise signals to the energy field. This is the beginning of a powerful journey, a journey where you can start creating your reality consciously, using the energy of your thought and the strength of your heart. And in the next part, we'll explore how you can use this connection to manifest your deepest desires, not through physical effort, but through the power of your consciousness. Now that you understand that reality is much more than what your eyes can see, let's take the next step, learning to access this invisible field and shape your life from the inside out. The key to this lies in disconnecting from the physical world and diving into pure consciousness, the state in which you are no longer a person bound by time and space and become an infinite presence, free to create any reality you wish. Imagine for a moment that you could remove all your attention from your body, that you could forget all physical limitations, the pains, the labels, the beliefs that define you. Imagine also that you could forget the people around you, your relationships, their expectations, and everything that connects you to the outer world. Now, go even deeper. Completely let go of the idea of time. No past, no future, only the now. If you can do this, even for just a few minutes, something extraordinary happens. You become pure consciousness. In this state, you are no longer someone, you are no one. You are not somewhere, you are nowhere. And when this occurs, you disconnect from what we call physical reality and access the invisible field where anything is possible. This state is where you find true transformational power. But why does this work? Because when you shift your attention away from the physical world and turn inward, you begin to reorganize your brain. Most of the time, our minds are scattered, jumping from thought to thought, from problem to problem. This fragmentation causes our brains to become disorganized, functioning like a house divided against itself. However, when you relax, expand your awareness, and become nobody, something profound happens. Your brain begins to enter coherence. Different parts that were once fragmented start to work together, in harmony, like a perfectly tuned orchestra. This coherence creates organized and powerful brainwaves that generate a strong electric vibration. And this vibration is exactly what sends your request to the universe. The most impressive part? The clearer your thought is, the more coherent this vibration becomes, and the stronger the signal you send to the quantum field. Imagine this signal as a beam of laser light cutting through the darkness. It doesn't scatter. It doesn't get lost. It goes straight to its destination, creating a powerful impact in the invisible energy that shapes reality. Manifestation is not about physically pushing for something to happen. It's about learning to shift the energy you emit into the universe. It's about becoming the energy of what you wish to attract. Now that you understand how the mind is capable of sending powerful signals to the universe, it's time to discover the other half of the process. And this is the most magical part of all. If the brain is what sends the signal, it's the heart that draws the experience back to you. Imagine that the universe is like a great radio station, filled with infinite frequencies. Your mind, when in coherence, is like an antenna tuning into the frequency of what you want. But it's your heart, with its powerful magnetic vibration, that draws that reality toward you. And the more love, gratitude, and wholeness you feel, the stronger that magnetic field becomes. Science has already proven that the heart generates an electromagnetic field that expands up to 3 meters around you. This energy not only impacts you, but also influences the people, environments, and even the events that cross your path. That's why when you are at peace, loving, and confident, everything seems to flow harmoniously. Likewise, when you vibrate in fear, doubt, or anxiety, your energy weakens, and that blocks the flow of the blessings trying to reach you. Now, imagine allowing yourself to feel, right now, as if your greatest dream had already come true, as if that healing had already happened, as if that perfect relationship was already present, as if abundance were already part of your life. The secret is not just to think about it, but to feel it with your entire being. And that's the moment when your heart expands and begins to attract that future to you. This is where the magic happens. When your mind sends out a clear signal and your heart vibrates with feelings of love and gratitude, you create a powerful vibration that resonates with the infinite possibilities of the universe. The quantum field responds to this vibration and begins to reorganize reality so that this experience manifests in your life. And do you know what's even more amazing? When this happens, you no longer have to chase after what you want. Experiences begin to come to you. You attract coincidences, opportunities, and even people who somehow guide you exactly to what you were wishing for. It's as if the universe said, "I heard your request, and I'm bringing everything to you." Now, I know that many people feel they are not capable of maintaining that elevated energy. Life sometimes brings challenges, pain, and situations that make us lose faith. But remember this: every time you choose to feel gratitude, even in the face of difficulties, you are rewriting your reality. Every time you choose to trust and remain in the vibration of love, you are magnetizing your desired future. And here's something even more powerful. When you finally live that experience, when that healing happens, when that dream becomes reality, you'll realize that your past lost its power over you. The pain, the disappointments, the struggles, all of it dissolves, because you'll understand that it was your own consciousness that shaped this new reality. And in that moment, you won't just be someone who manifested something incredible. You'll become someone who awakened to your true power as a creator. So today, I invite you, begin right now to feel what you desire as if it were already yours. Close your eyes for a few minutes and allow that feeling to fill every cell of your body. Imagine it, feel it, celebrate it as if you were already living that reality. When you do that, you're not just dreaming, you're creating. Now, share in the comments, what is the future you wish to attract into your life? How would you feel if you were already living that experience? When you write it, you anchor that energy into the physical world. And that's the first step to bringing that future to you. Beings of light, remember, you are not here just to survive. You are here to create, to live in fullness, and to manifest miracles. The universe is waiting for you to remember who you truly are.